Hey friends, welcome back to the Tea Party Podcast. It's the podcast where you find new friends and new music. This week we have a very special episode for you. No artist here to interview. Instead, we took the Tea Party mobile studio, trucked on out to the Gorge for Watershed, and hung out with some of our very best friends. We had some of you guys stop by and answer our first and our final 4 questions. And then right in the middle, we have an interview with Kelly from Shetterville. And if you've been to Watershed, you know what Shetterville is. It's this incredible camping spot that they throw up every year. This year, they built a tribute to Toby Keith, his I Love This Bar and Grill, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Kelly was nice enough to come over and tell us why they do this, how they do this, and shared the fact that there's not a carpenter on that team, even though they build these incredible buildings every year out at Watershed. That's Kelly. He comes up after the first 4, but let's jump on into it. We gave everybody who walked up to our campsite, the one with the big Tea Party banner, the opportunity to answer the first 4 or the final 4. Let's start with this one. If you could bring one fictional or historical character to life and hang out with them for a day at Watershed, who would it be and why?
One of my fictional characters. You know what? I'm fucking Gandalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
You bringing him to Watershed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington.
Yeah.
Such a great answer.
It's such a unique character and just explores different
What
worlds.
would you guys do for like a whole day?
I don't know, we'd go explore Christmas Town and Halloween Town and we'd do all the fun things.
Shrek.
Oh, okay. Big Onion fan? Waffles.
I love real men that are ready to get dirty and just be manly and masculine. Yeah.
Shrek screams masculine.
You know, I think it'd be Ronald Reagan.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Strictly for the publicity and the vibes. I think, quite frankly, if that dude makes a comeback, like I think everyone and their mother would be very, very stoked for what's happening. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get Ronnie R out here to crush some beers. Change America.
Yeah. You know, Vitamin R never hurt nobody, and you know, RR ain't gonna be hurt by a Vitamin R. You know what I mean?
It's got to be George White.
Okay, why? To Watershed.
Yeah, he's the first president. He needs to realize America is great. Like, this is what we're about, you know?
Harry Potter. We've been watching a lot of Harry Potter, and I just...
Just Harry or like Harry and the gang?
No, just Harry Potter. Just Harry Potter.
Jesus Christ, because I just want to get to know him better.
The second question of the first 4 was kind of a 2-parter. What is your hometown and what is it known for?
Estacada.
Okay.
Longview.
Elmira, Washington, baby.
What's it known for?
Absolutely nothing. Actually, Elmira used to be known for the main highway down to Grand Coulee Dam until Wilbur was built, and then they built that highway down there, so Elmira kind of got lost on the map.
Duval, Washington.
What's it known for?
Cows? No. Austin Jakes.
Who's been on the podcast, actually.
Really?
Yeah. He was one of our very first ones.
We went to high school with him.
We went to high school with Austin Jakes.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Cedar Crest. Yeah.
My hometown is Marysville, Washington. Explains a lot.
It does.
Goodness Christ Almighty. Hey, Marysville, Washington, we're known for strawberries and the Strawberry Festival.
Okay.
And we're super good at sports until high school because we split high schools and we suck.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what though, our town's real fun. We got farmland, we got good people, and good strawberries. So I'll tell you that.
Okay.
You know where Enumclaw is?
I do.
Yeah, that's our
What's Enumclaw known for? Other than horses.
I don't know, man.
Enumclaw's the best town.
Making money.
Okay.
How about I tell you what we're known for and you guess?
Oh, I like this. Okay.
Dumpster fires.
Spokane?
No.
Portland.
Oh, that's too easy.
My hometown is Ferndale, Washington, and
Okay.
it is known for Old Settlers Weekend.
What the fuck is that?
It is a weekend where we come and we tour the cabins. We have a beer garden. We have a parade. It is the best event ever, the last weekend of July.
Sounds like a good time.
Are you guys missing it to be here? Or was that last weekend?
No, it was last weekend.
Okay.
I will not miss Old Sellers. It's my birthday weekend. I don't miss it.
There are some great answers in that one. And then we moved on to question 3. If you could become an expert at anything right now, snap your fingers, make it happen, what would it be and why?
Writing.
Okay. Any particular reason?
Because I'm terrible at it.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, I'm hoping with you, next work in country music.
I'd say video production.
Okay.
That's my field of work, and I think there's always room to improve.
I like it. Okay, last question. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
I mean, this is purely financial, but if I could become an expert at anything, it'd be everything ETF and stock market. Like, I would, if I knew exactly how to run that, I would quite frankly like run a lot of things, and I could be like financially free. But I'll tell you what, I mean, if you want like a passionate thing, I was a carpenter for 2 years. I really wish I like owned a carpentry company and we just like built barns and decks. That's what I used to do.
Okay.
And let me tell you, that was fun work. It was real good shit. So if I could call myself an expert, run a small business, employ some hardworking young folk,
I'd be a professional Xboxer.
Okay. Yeah. What game?
Call of Duty.
If I could be an expert, would be running.
Yeah. Running?
Because both of my children absolutely love to run. They do club running, and I know nothing about it. And I've tried to run, and I'm horrible at it. And if I could be an expert, I could figure out how to get my ass to, like, run.
That's fair. Okay. I like that, actually. Are you going to go do the fun run tomorrow morning? In Gen Pop?
If I became an expert today,
We
yes.
have a fun run tomorrow.
You should not do it.
It's free. You can walk it.
Nope.
Or you could sleep.
We could walk it.
I will sleep.
Or you could sleep.
Or you could sleep.
I will sleep.
Reading people.
Ooh, okay. Is there somebody specific that you want to read? I feel like there's somebody in your life you're like, I need a better read on this person's notes. What the hell's going on?
Hercules.
It's always. And we have to wrap up the first 4 with one of my favorite questions. What's the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
Don't marry him. And I did.
Do it like you've done it before.
I like it. Do it like you've done it before. Act like you've been there.
Act like you've been there.
Okay.
That's it. Yep.
Get 1% better every day.
dude. Love your friends, and if anything's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, man. Like if you have friends next to you that are worth it, then fucking pour into them, because who knows what you have in this world. Like I've lost more than I expected to lose at this age, and let me tell you, like people next to you, people to your right, they're important. They're worth it.
Don't worry about what happened today. Worry about like what's gonna go down in the next 6 months. If it's not gonna affect you in the next 6 months, just don't even worry about it. Like
My mom told me never to care what anybody thought.
Your mom's a fucking hero.
And I've always kind of just done.
My great-grandma told me, take every piece of advice with a grain of salt, listen to it, and apply whatever applies to your life. But listen to it all.
Yeah. Did you take that piece of advice with a grain of salt?
Yes.
Okay. And that was the first 4 presented by Farm Jam Festival. Head on over to farmjamfestival.com. Get your tickets for Labor Day weekend. It's going to be an absolute blast. Jackson Dean headlining Saturday night, Drake Milligan on Friday, and Sunday it is Craig Morgan. You can save 25% off by using our discount code TEAPARTY at farmjamfestival.com. That's TEE party as your offer code. Save 25% off Farm Jam tickets. But now it's time to get into the star of this episode, Kelly from Shetterville. And if you've been to Shetterville, you've been to Watershed, you know what we're talking about. This year, they built this incredible tribute to Toby Keith, a tribute to his I Love This Bar and Grill. They had the Last Chance Band out there. They had Sam Lighty out there. It was such a great time, and it really helps bring together that family feel, that camaraderie atmosphere at Watershed. Here's our interview with Kelly.
Kelly Kiki.
Captain Shetterville, Mr. Shetterville.
Well, shoot. one of many.
Okay, let's start with the first 4, and then we'll talk about Shetterville.
All right.
But if you could bring one fictional or historical character to life, hang out with them for a day, bring them to Watershed, who's it going to be?
I would bring the Great Gatsby.
Okay. That's a great one.
Yeah.
You want the money side, or you just want to hang out with the music?
No, I just think that, last year when we did Prohibition, Speakeasy, and I was wearing, every day a different 3-piece suit, wool, it just felt like I was in the period.
So hot.
It wasn't. Wool's the perfect fabric, right? It just is, been wearing it forever. So the Gatsby, just that cool party guy that, was on a mission all the time.
I love it. Bring a little class.
Yeah.
Also. Okay. Question 2. What's your hometown? What's it known for?
Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
Known for a few things, the 3on3 Hoop Fest.
Birthplace of Father's Day.
Yeah, birthplace of Father's Day. You're absolutely right. We do the Bloomsday for those who want to run. Not me. There's no running for this guy. I did it once.
Oh, you didn't make it over to the fun run this morning?
No running. No running.
Okay, question 3. If you could become an expert on anything right now, what would it be? Snap your fingers, make it happen.
I'd say the direction of our youth, young people.
Okay.
Just trying to figure
out age-old question.
What the heck's going on? That guy was we went over to, Cambodia or the Gen Pop or whatever you want to call it, deep part of Africa over there. And it was just like, it's like they dumped out the trash and they were on the ground. They were just sitting in it, hanging out. I'm like, what is going on? I can't figure you guys out right now.
If folks haven't been to Watershed, it's just two completely different worlds between the Big Rig Campground and standard camping, that Gen Pop over there. And you're right, they literally dump out the garbage, lay in it, make trash angels.
Even that Defenders section over there, you go through there and it's like, it's clean in there. It's kind of in the same area, but it's clean. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just need to figure those kids out.
Okay, last question of the first 4. What's the best piece of advice you've ever got?
Oh, jeez. Just simple things, right? Be kind, be good. I don't think you got to make it deep and metaphorical. I just think you just be good to people, be kind.
Just real life advice.
Yeah, don't be part of other people's downfall, man. Just stay away from it.
Perfect. Okay, so now that we've talked about the first 4, I want to talk about Shetterville.
All right.
Okay, you've been here the whole time. Talk us through how Shetterville got started, because it wasn't as big as it is now. It wasn't a part of the festival. You guys kind of built it up to be part of the festival now.
Yeah, it goes back literally 9 years ago when I came here with my wife and just had no idea even what Watershed was, beyond the fact that we loved country music and we figured we'd heard about it. And we were like second person in line, group in line that year when we were waiting. We came early and I'd opened my side of my trailer to make coffee in the morning. And then I heard all this commotion. My wife opens the door and she says, they're letting people in. And so even though we were second there, that wasn't ready. So people started going around us. And my wife was upset. I was upset. And I get out and there was this guy stops everybody. And he was next to me. And he says, nope, you're going next. You were here before all of us. You're going next. And that was Ben Flowers, who is part of our group. Okay. So if it wasn't for that day and me making coffee and everything that happened,
we were a little slow.
We would have never, because he went right in behind me. So that put us right next to each other. I got to know each other, him and his dad, his wife. And then next year we all agreed to come back and be part of it again, just to hang with each other. Then that was the next year. Third year come in here, they started the camp competition, which was the Wild Wild West.
Okay, that was the first one.
That was the first one they did. They never even did the competition before until that year. And we won it the first year, and that's where we came up with the idea of, being Wild Wild West. We wanted everybody to come to the town of Shetterville. And we just kept the name because we are Shetterville. Didn't matter what the theme was, Christmas, something in Hawaii or Maui or whatever. We're Shetterville.
And now you've become one of the biggest stops out here. Probably bigger than anything inside of the venue, outside of the two actual stages.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We are baffled still today how big it is. And we talk to the crew. It does all the big festivals that work for Live Nation, and they pretty much say that we are the largest festival camp in the nation. The other ones that do, right? And I remember that year we did the pirate ship 3 years ago. We built the Black Pearl, And I was sitting there having a drink with BOC, and I go, BOC, really, how do we compare to the other camps and different things that are going on out there? He kind of stopped, gives me that look, and he's like, you guys are spoiled. And I said, fair enough, man, fair enough. You know.
So what's that process look like for you guys planning out and building what you guys have over there this year, the Toby Keith Saloon?
You know,
got a giant red Solo cup.
We joke about it because I think that we kind of bounce ideas around each other. Then in my head, I know for me, I have a vision, and some years past, I've literally sketched it on a napkin and take a picture of it, send it to our group, and go, "Can we do this?" You know. Where this year it was a little bit more detailed. We listened to each other because we wanted to do something for Toby Keith. Right? We wanted to do something to remember him for what he was to country music. I'm a veteran, so what he meant to vets and singing and going around the world and singing to vets. So we really planned it out down to the foot, you know, and what we were going to do this year.
So how early do you guys start that planning process?
Well, traditionally it's whenever the Watershed, they come up with the theme. So once the theme's been released, we begin.
Is this your guys' background? I mean, you guys are a bunch of carpenters by trade, so this comes naturally?
No, none of us. Well, I mean, you know, Ben is, you know, flowers. He runs a tree service in Roslyn, and so he has access to all the lumber we could possibly have or need.
Oh, that definitely helps.
And then he has his own mill on his property, so he mills for like a week all the wood we need. And then prefabs with his buddies over there, and then I kind of prefab. My wife and I are on Spokane because he's Roslyn, we're Spokane, you know, and do what we need. Then you have like Danny and Ashley who are Wenatchee. They just kind of throw in whatever they can, you know, a lot of the swag we have now. That we give away. You know, that's the one thing we've done over the years I think has really helped us grow is that we wanted to invite people to be part of our fun, you know, by giving stuff away, tattoos, wristbands, whatever it is.
And you guys do a really good job of that. I mean, anybody out here that's heard of Shetterville knows what it is and feels welcome there. I mean, everybody here that I've talked to, nobody has anything bad to say about Shetterville. And I think that's a credit to just what you guys have done building it from the ground up. But give us maybe your favorite Shetterville story over the last 9 years.
You know, I mean, I can speak only for myself. I love when people come in and they literally get emotional about what they're part of right there at that moment. You know, and I love looking at people, and I said it 3 times, I know yesterday at least, when they say, why do you do this? You know, why are you guys building all of this to tear it down 3 days later? And I said, first of all, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, would we? We'd not be sitting in the Solo Cup right now having this conversation if this place didn't exist. And I said, that's why we do what we do, because it creates an opportunity for us to create community, you know, within a bigger community known as Watershed.
I think you guys have done a fantastic job with that, Kelly. Before we let you go, you up for the Final Four?
Yeah, man.
Perfect. Okay. First question, who are you most excited to see inside the festival?
Oh, that's easy, man. That is easy. I was saying ever since last year, actually, the moment Mockingbird came out, the album, and I was listening to it, I'm like, Hardy is going to tear up the place. We've got to get Hardy. And then all of a sudden, they released who was going to be there, and Hardy's closing Sunday night down. And then the next album comes out. So he's got two new albums since he's been here last, which has propelled him into a status of a closer of an entire festival.
Yeah, I mean, his ascension's been crazy. I mean,
yeah.
He went from a songwriter to closing down Watershed in what, 5-ish years, give or take?
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm excited for him too.
And I love the fact, like, I watched Hardy, and I posted on our social media where he went back to his alma mater, his college. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't think so.
He speaks at the, you know, graduation, and he did such a great job. Awesome. You know, it showed me layers. Yeah, dude. Love it.
Okay, question 2. What are the 3 most important things that you bring to camp every year outside of actually building Shetterville?
My wife.
That's a good one. She's going to love to hear that.
Yeah. I mean, she is the creative backbone for me, you know, what we're, you know, do for between us and Lindsay, really the girls. I mean, the girls create the creativity. Ben and I and Danny and Roy, we're grunts, man. We just kind of make grunting noises and build things.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so wife is one. What are the other two?
Obviously, just simple things. Water. I mean, those are boring, right? Water, food, and
well, a lot of people have said water, but you hit on something before we got on the air.
Yeah,
liquid IV.
Yeah,
it's one of the most underrated things you can have out here at the campsite. Like water is one thing, but liquid IV is next level. You've
got to get yourself, because if you're not ready to do it, you're not going to do it, right? I mean, you spend all your time to come here, wait all year. You got to be ready to roll, man. So just having that, and really, okay, this is the final ones. Make sure I bring good people, friends, right?
Wife,
right?
Good friends,
yeah.
Water and liquid IV.
That's it.
You'll survive the weekend.
You can win.
Okay. Question 3. We kind of already answered this. How many years have you been coming here? 9. What's your favorite Watershed memory outside of Shetterville? Is it that first day coming in and meeting Ben?
I think it's a couple shows, man. I mean, I'm a pretty sappy guy, you know, so I remember being at the stage, Keith Urban shutting it down, not the last time, but the time before. And I remember he just encore song, and he's out there, and everybody's at the end of the stage. He's right there in front of me, and he's just jamming the guitar. Crowd's going crazy, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, and glitter starts falling everywhere, and he's just got this huge smile jamming. And I literally had tears in my eyes because I just felt like I was part of something special at that moment. With everybody, you could see the entire venue just packed with people, and I was like, yes, you know, that was it.
That was our first year at Watershed, and those 3 headliners, I was Jay Southie, Eric Church, Keith Urban, are what brought us back year after year.
And those 2 guys, Church, I've seen Church probably equally as more than any other country because I love Church. Takes me to church.
You have a brick at his bar?
No.
That's me either. I feel left out. All my friends do.
I would like to.
Okay. Last question, and you're perfect for this one. If you could pick 3 headliners, give me your fantasy Watershed lineup.
Oh my gosh. I think that it'll never happen, but I would always wanted to see like Garth Brooks. Right?
Yep, Garth Brooks.
Garth
Brooks would tear this place down.
Yeah. I mean, Hardy, who's going to be here, because I've just been wanting to, since Hardy started, you know, when he sang that song, Rock, you know, it was so well written. And he's a storyteller. So Hardy, again, a lot of them come. I mean, I'm a big Church fan, Dirk Bentley. I mean, a lot of these guys I've already seen here. I'm thinking in my head, like my playlist, like if I'm going to work on my shop or I'm going to go for a drive, or what am I listening to? Yeah. It's kind of those guys, not to be too stereotypical. I mean, there's so many. I mean,
I think that's Garth Brooks, Hardy, Eric Church would be a killer weekend.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. VOC, you heard the man.
Yeah. Make it happen, VOC.
Kelly, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We've been looking forward to this for years.
Yeah, man. So, appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And another huge shout out to Kelly for stopping by. We weren't outside. He actually came in, knocked on the RV, was so kind to sit down and chat with us. I'm so excited to see what Shetterville has in store for 2025. But you heard Kelly answer these questions, and now it's time for everybody else to. Let's just dive right into the final 4. Who are you most excited to see this year at Watershed?
I was really excited for Wetzel.
Okay. So
yeah,
you live up to the hype?
Yeah, me and my buddies listen to him in our hometown all the time, so it's pretty badass, you know.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Insane.
Zach Top.
Because he's from Washington?
Because he's from Washington. I love his sound.
He's got such a good sound. Bring that 90s sound back.
Well, man, I've been a big fan of Cadillac 3 for years. And they're super early, and I'm kind of disappointed, but I love their shit.
Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan. He just got done. How was it? Did he live up to your expectations?
He's definitely got some elements going on, but I am 100% behind Luke Bryan all the way. And I didn't have a voice, and I kept going, screaming louder for him.
Oh, really?
Old Dominion.
Okay. Any particular reason? Just like their music?
I love their music. I've never seen them.
Okay.
So this will be the first time.
Okay. The only time I've ever seen them, they did like a writer's round.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited for that.
Okay.
Hopefully they do that.
Honestly, probably Hardy.
Oh, that's a good one. What's your favorite Hardy song?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Hey, let me make it easier. Are you a country Hardy or a rock Hardy?
I think I'm more of a rock Hardy.
Look, I feel like everybody is.
So like, I'm not that big into like regular radio country per se.
Fucking 100%.
So like Luke Bryan's awesome, but
Spring Breakdown's his best album.
Yeah, but could go with or without, you know.
Yep. Were you here last year for Lainey Wilson?
I was here for Lainey Wilson.
Was Lainey an acceptable fill-in for Luke?
I think so. I think so.
Hardy.
Why?
Because I like him. I don't know.
Tony Stark.
You mean Dr. Doom?
Man, that's some dumb. That's some dumb shit. I don't know why they did that. That's retarded.
Like, you've got a billion actors. You're like, let's pick the same guy for Iron Man and Dr. Doom.
Okay, there's like a million other guys that could have played that position way better.
1,000%.
And they decided to bring it. If they don't make it clean, I'm done.
Robert Downey Jr. is a fucking fraud.
I'll watch Deadpool, but I'm done.
Yeah, give me Deadpool Wolverine all day.
Riley Green.
Okay. Oh, that's a good answer. Any particular reason?
And Co Wetzel.
Who more?
Co.
Okay.
Oh, all the way leading up to it, hands down, Terry Clark. I have seen her once before.
Did she live up to the hype?
Absolutely. Because the first time I saw her, it was very acoustic set with her, Pam Tillis, and Susie Bogus.
Oh, wow.
But it was just very acoustic, very unplugged, them just sitting on stage telling stories. It was great. So I finally got to see her rock out. And then obviously Cole Swindell, gotten into him this last year. But I will end it because this is the end of the festival. I am a new fan of Hardy.
Definitely Co Wetzel.
Fucking right. Here we go.
Great call.
Oh yeah, man.
Question 2 has some great answers. What are the 3 most important items that you bring to festival camp?
Water.
Okay.
Staying with your girlfriend.
Okay.
On your friends. And sunscreen.
3 most important: beer.
Yeah.
Brody's, which is like, you know, the hangover pill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
3 more important things: beer, food, and water.
party attitude.
Water.
Okay.
Rehydrate.
Okay.
And more water.
Okay, so me and my friends, we have a saying: if you have beer, that's all you need. So number
What
one,
kind of beer?
Coors Light, all the way.
Fucking all day. Okay.
So Coors Light.
Coors Light.
And then secondly, I would probably say Advil, ibuprofen, something to kill the hangover.
Such an adult answer.
Something to kill the hangover.
You're the oldest of the friend group, aren't you?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Something to kill the hangover.
Okay.
And probably the third. That's a tough one because after those two, you could really go without. Oh,
water.
One.
Okay.
Not even water.
Okay.
One more pair of shoes than you think you need.
Alcohol, water, and more alcohol.
I'm from Zilla. I'm from Zilla. I swear to God, it is known for probably getting someone or getting pregnant before the age of 20.
That's not
true. High school pregnancies in
Yep.
Zilla.
Yep.
Electrolytes,
Okay.
bathing suits, cowboy boots.
This is technically my second year. However, I believe my RV has been here for about 9 years.
Yeah. That's the part that we're leaving out of this, is that your RV is the original Tea Party RV here at Watershed. It's sharing our campground this year, so it's like full circle.
And this is the first year that I'm
you've
actually
had to be in it.
that I'm actually part of it now. So that's my total years.
You're welcome for whatever's happening inside up there.
Probably beer, probably Jägermeister, and probably my cigarettes. Heyo.
This one had a lot of varied answers. How many years have you been coming to Watershed, and what's your favorite memory?
It's my second year at Watershed.
What's your favorite memory from last year?
Last year, me and my buddies jumping in a pond. Like a retaining pond. We were hammered and we just jumped in. That was crazy.
This is my 10th year, yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite Watershed memory?
Favorite Watershed memory?
You had to pick one.
Miguel, this guy you interviewed last. Oh, man. He,
Nope, that's a fan.
It's a long story, but long story short.
Best story.
Long story short, he's led a parade through camp, American flag, chanting, USA, USA, as I'm chilling at somebody's campsite, saying a riot's coming through. And then they circle this sheriff who's arresting this girl, he takes this 30 people plus parade, encircles the sheriff and this girl, and he's chanting set her free, and they let her go.
No.
So public service, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Every year since day one, since day one.
Okay. What's your favorite watershed memory? Or what's a fun watershed memory?
Cheese and rice. There's a
There's
lot.
a lot.
There's so many. That's I can't even. Okay, I'm gonna
Just
give you
one
this.
story.
So one story would be 3 years ago. We came with only one camper, which was ours, and a pop-up camper that didn't work.
Oh no.
And the kids were all with us, and so it was 3 adults. Me, well, 2 adults, and my baby brother who's 31, and we're older. He's 31, and the kids looked like death ran over them the next day, and we were like, we're drinking vodka and orange juice in the morning, and they're like, what are you doing? Best watershed ever. We had the best water balloon fight ever. It was the best time. That was good. He won with my brother the shutter shirts and beer pong.
Well, we came back, him and I, we came back in 2008, first year. It was $80. Great lineup. This is his 10th year, and I haven't been back in 8 years? I haven't been back in 8 years. I have no idea how many years.
What was your favorite memory from your first watershed?
The fact that it was so damn cheap. There weren't that many people there, and it was a fantastic lineup. And we had some epic stories that are, for another time.
This is my second year.
Okay, what's your favorite memery from last year? Are you guys in Big Rig or Standard?
We're in Big Rig this year.
Okay, favorite
last
memory
year
from
in
last
Standard. I think last year we brought a bunch of road cones that we had stolen over the years.
That's my go-to.
And we made a flipping drinking game with the cones, and every frat guy around would see the cones and they'd be like, what are we playing?
That's so
and so we'd have like 20 people around flipping cones.
Damn, that shit's good. I would like to know how to drift.
Ooh.
That would
What's
be
your
fucking
dream
awesome.
drift car?
No.
Oh,
There's not a dream drift car.
Okay,
There are
you've got one that
dream
you're
drift
like,
cars.
what am I going to drift in at
a
Evergreen?
Nissan 240 SX. I would whip the shit out of that car.
Okay.
My second year.
What's your favorite watershed memory from last year?
Well, the one that sticks out the most is last year I was splitting up with my ex, and so every time I mentioned his name, which came up a lot because we have kids together, I had to take a shot of tequila.
You were fucked up.
I was fucked. I actually owe 5 for this year.
I mean, obviously, people want to say, ice, beer, air conditioning.
Water.
Liquid
IV.
Water, I guess, is debatable. I mean, we'll splash your face in the sink. But you want to bring good people.
Okay.
You want to bring a good attitude, and you want to bring a mindset that you're ready to have fun. Those are the 3 things that. The rest of the stuff, you pack for a camp, right? And that's all basic stuff. I mean, that's in terms of survival, though. Keep yourself around good people. Have fun. Okay? Those things. I don't know. Getting very deep and philosophical here with you.
And this one for all the marbles. I hope BOC is out there listening. What 3 headliners would you pick for the perfect watershed weekend?
Okay, well, Morgan Wallen. Let's see, Zach Bryan.
Ooh, Morgan Wallen, Zach Bryan.
I'd put Megan Maroney in there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I like her. She's good.
Okay, that's solid.
Yeah.
And then we'll slide Co in there somewhere else.
Yeah, also Co.
That's hard. That's hard. I'm gonna go with Dirks.
Okay. That's 2 votes for Dirks.
Jason Aldean.
Okay.
And man, the year Florida Georgia Line was here, that was a show that was hard to top.
We get Brian Kelly. That's halfsies.
Halvesies, but we need the full package.
Me and my husband are in love with Old Dominion, so
okay, Old Dominion.
Better than
hey, that's okay. They can come back.
Well, if Florida Georgia Line existed together again, it would be a whole different situation. I'm a band girl.
Okay.
But Carrie Underwood has got the legs. If I could get pink here.
Danish Shay, because that's my wedding song.
Okay.
I really like Luke Combs.
Okay.
And it would be Dirk Bentley.
Okay.
Brad Paisley.
Okay.
And Florida Georgia Line coming back.
Been listening to this guy since before he was even popular. I feel like Zach Bryan.
Okay.
On the third night, though.
Zach Bryan, pre or post Into the Orange?
You know, that's a hard one.
It is. That's why I asked.
There's good ones after, and there's good ones before.
That's true. Okay. If you
So
had
I
to
feel
pick-
like it would have to be a mix.
Okay.
Because there are some of those truly authentic songs after.
They're really, and
And
Zach
there
Bryan
are-
is one of the more authentic country artists. You got
Exactly.
him. You've got Cody Johnson, Aaron Watson, Ian Munsick, kind of.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I think
Okay. So
Zach
you got
Bryan.
him on Friday.
And then I would probably say Saturday night, Treaty Oak Revival, if you've heard of them.
Oh, that's a big main stage call.
That
I'm not
is a
mad
big-
at it, but
It is,
Okay.
but I feel like that would rock.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got? Sunday bringing us home.
Sunday bringing us home.
This year it's Hardy.
This year it is Hardy. That's a hard one.
It is. It is.
I don't know. Actually, I think Zach Bryan has to be Sunday. Let's swap that around.
Okay,
real
so
quick.
Sunday Zach Bryan. Who do we got Friday? Opening up the festival.
Opening up, I feel like it's got to be somebody slightly slower. So maybe like a Coulter Wall or Tyler Childers.
Tyler Childers
And then-
and Coulter Wall on
and
Friday?
then Saturday-
Back to back. How's that? Coulter
That
Wall,
would be good.
Tyler Childers.
Yeah, Coulter Wall, Tyler
Okay.
Childers. Going to Saturday, Treaty Oak. Sunday, close it out, Zach Bryan.
Who's opening for Zach on Sunday?
Who is opening? Ooh, that's a hard one.
Nate Smith?
That's a good
Is that
one.
too on the nose? That feels too on the nose.
It might be, but
bring Noah Khan out here,
or some like Red Clay Strays.
Nate Smith, Luke Combs, and Morgan Wallen.
Ooh, okay. I would do Lainey Wilson again. She was amazing last year.
Okay. Friday night.
I like Jelly Roll. I think Jelly Roll would be
Okay,
awesome.
Jelly Roll Saturday.
And Luke Combs.
See, that's tough for me because I'm not as up into the country. I mean, I listen
But
to
you know
Yosemite
big names,
songs.
you know
but
headliners.
I do, yeah, I do. But again,
what's
after,
the one that's going to get you to come back?
I'll say Luke Combs.
Okay.
I'll put him on Friday or Saturday night. I'd say he'd be a good one to kick off Friday night.
Okay, Friday night.
Yeah, I think so. And then you need somebody huge like and again, I don't know how these people like perform in concert.
That's fair.
Like you've seen Alan Jackson. He just stands there, just mic stand, guitar, plays his stuff, sounds amazing. But probably like a Blake Shelton, something, a big name like that.
Okay,
And
Blake
that would
Shelton
be
was great when he was here.
and
About
that,
his wife.
And that was that's right. See, and I wasn't here for that, but you're asking me.
Yep.
Like, well,
No,
could
gotta
we
come back. Hey, we can have repeats all day.
And I honestly can't name any of those names right now, but you guys took me to quite a few really good next for Nashville. So
Morgan Wallen was there.
Who was the guy that we really liked? Graylin James.
Graylin James was incredible.
Yeah, like I think he could. Well, he'll at least be opening for somebody next year.
Yeah.
Main stage.
Him
have to.
coming back.
Yeah, he'll have
for
to.
sure.
So yeah, so I'm like him. Let's say Garth Brooks puts on a hell of a show. And then kind of side topic, just really quick. I think I've had this conversation with you. I know I've had a conversation with a lot of people, but a place like Watershed, now it is a place for exactly what your podcast is about, for giving exposure to new up-and-coming artists. I absolutely get that. And then obviously, them getting on, main stage for openers and then eventually headlining, that's amazing too. But even like little fillers, I mean, could you imagine how, like if you did put in Alabama, who is now doing, State Farms and, stuff like that.
They're on a casino tour.
Casino tours, things like that. If you got some of those bands or some of those older guys around a huge country music festival, that those types of artists influence us, not even fans, but those guys as artists who they keep bringing up. I mean, you don't think that an extra 20,000 people would come just to see Alabama? Or It's just, something like that.
Yeah, no, you definitely get a couple of extras. And you talk about kind of young, up and coming, and kind of making a name for themselves. And another place that does that is Farm Jam.
Yes, that's
So
right.
you guys are coming for the first time.
Absolutely.
Going to get to experience that on the farm. And for those out there listening, the Golden Voice did it. He used code TEEPARTY, TEE Party, at checkout. Save 25% on his admission to Farm Jam. That's what's coming up next. That's going to be a good time. But when you come out here to Watershed, Jamie, it's kind of a bonus question for you. What's the one thing you have to do while you're out here? What's on the list? The first thing you get into the venue, you go, I'm going here.
Okay, it's not, beer. We're going for the beer first.
Okay.
Where the hell, where's the closest bar? In terms of an event, whether it's the entertainment, the water slides and all that, or, again, the bars, or, my thing is literally just going out, especially music festivals. Going out and just exploring the camp, exploring the people, meeting people. I mean, that is what I love about all music festivals. It's just because everybody's there for the same reason, right?
Yeah.
And so everybody has a lot in common there. So that is, that is literally the first thing that I do. I mean, remember we set up and I was like, I want to walk around.
Well, and that's, what we've been doing here all week, meeting new people, having them come out, jump on the show. And that's why we do what we do, and we appreciate you being a part of it.
No, I appreciate you. It's been a blast.
And friends, that was another episode of the Tea Party Podcast. It's a podcast where you find new friends and new music. Like you just heard all of the new friends that we made at Watershed. We can't wait to see you out there again. But this Labor Day weekend, head out to Colville. Come hang out with us at Farm Jam. Drake Milligan, Jackson Dean, Craig Morgan, so many more artists, and you could save 25%. Just head over to farmjamfestival.com. Use the code TEEPARTY. Just look at the title of the show, TEE Party, as your discount code and save 25% off at Farm Jam Labor Day weekend.